Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dan Sullivan, Executive Director for the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, and welcome to the 49th Memorial Tournament. We have a great week ahead of us, and this is the traditional timing for the Jack Nicklaus press conference, and I'm going to take one thing from Scott. And with that timing, this year, because of our change of date, we've had the unique opportunity to recognize the Jack Nicklaus Award recipients on Tuesday as opposed to Sunday, giving the D1 Player of the Year the chance to play in the Memorial Tournament, which is obviously exciting for him and for the tournament. So what we are doing today is recognizing the nation's College Player of the Year, and not only Division I, but Division II, III, NAIA, as well as the junior college level. We're excited to have the gentlemen here. They've come from all over the country, and I know a couple of them played in the U.S. Open qualifier yesterday. In addition to recognizing the Jack Nicklaus Award recipients, we have a special opportunity because of the timing and because of our friend Julie Inkster being here with us as the honoree to also recognize the Julie Inkster Award winner, which goes to the top D1 collegiate player in her final year eligibility within college. And so Julie will come up and visit with us in a second. We're very much honored to have Anil Busri here, who's our presenting sponsor, founder, co-founder, and executive chairman of Workday. Workday is a very unique position where they are not only sponsoring the Julie Inkster Award, but they're also sponsoring the Jack Nicklaus Award. So we have this great opportunity to bring thank you, Anil and Workday, for being such a great supporter of college sports. So I don't think any other place has that opportunity to recognize great college athletes. So at this time, I'm going to ask Julie to come on up, talk a little bit about the Julie Inkster Award, and recognize that player who unfortunately is not here today, but we'll definitely recognize her, and the release is going out today. Julie?
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone. First of all, congratulations to you guys. Golf is really hard, and you guys are very good at what you do, so congratulations to all of you. I'm here to recognize with Workday my Inkster Award, and just to kind of a little backtrack on it, the LPGA qualifying school is always in the fall, and a lot of girls were leaving early to go to the LPGA and not really finishing out their obligation to their school, their teammates, and their coach. And you could be like the third or fourth person on the team and maybe have a really good chance of winning a national championship, and your best players are leaving for the LPGA. So Ann Walker from Stanford and I got together, and we put this award together. So basically it's for the highest ranking senior player that finishes 4 years of college to their school. And with that, we start their career. Workday gives them $50,000 to start on the LPGA. We get a sponsor exemption in Portland, Oregon. And they go right to the second stage of qualifying school, and then they spend 2 days with me on a mentorship, and I have them come out and they stay at my house and we play golf, and we just talk about what's their next journey, because going from college golf to professional golf is a huge jump. Everything is really done for you in college. Travel, when you practice, what you eat, when you work out, and then all of a sudden you leave school and you're out there on your own. So I try to help them navigate their next year in professional golf. And this is the 5th year I've done this. And Ingrid Lindberg from LSU is the recipient of the Julie Inkster Award. She's a 5-time All-America. She's from Sweden. Just an overall great player. I think she's going to really do well on the LPGA. She's playing her first professional event this week in Michigan on the Epson Tour. She's 24 years old and just a great ball striker. I think she's going to really do well. So I'd like to thank Anil and Workday for really giving me this opportunity to have this award. I wanted an award that I could kind of keep mentoring these girls, and This is my fifth, and I talk to most of them once a week. So it wasn't just an award I wanted to give and move on. This is something that I was really passionate about, is helping these girls navigate on the tour, because it can be lonely out there, and sometimes you just need someone to talk to. So thank you to Jack and the Memorial and Dan Sullivan for giving me this opportunity to announce my winner here, and look forward to the week. Thanks.
Thank you, Julie. And we couldn't be more proud that you're our 2024 honoree. We look forward to tomorrow afternoon. For those of you who are staying with us tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock on the driving range, we'll have an opportunity to recognize Julie. 2 p.m. 2 p.m., yep. Okay, now we are going to hand it over to Dustin Roberts to come on up and introduce the gentlemen who are representing the Jack Nicklaus Award this year, and move on with the program. Thanks. Let me get out of the way here.
Thank you, Dan. And before we get started, I'd like to add my congratulations to Ingrid, who in my opinion is one of the greatest players in college golf history, and also somehow one of the most underrated. But this year's Jack Nicklaus Award recipients for National Player of the Year. First from Division I, Jackson Koiven. So Jackson is the only golfer to win the Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, and Phil Mickelson Outstanding Freshman Awards in the same season. He finished inside the top 10 in 12 of his 13 tournaments, including a runner-up finish at the 2024 NCAA Division I Championship and the SEC Championship, and winning the SEC Championship. He had the lowest adjusted scoring average in NCAA Division I this season with a 67.3. He led the Tigers to 10 tournament wins, including their first national championship and 5th SEC championship, while going 7-0 in postseason match play. Joining Jackson today are his parents, George and Megan Koiven, his head coach, Nick Kleinert, who just a few minutes ago was named the recipient of the Dave Williams National Coach of the Year Award, so congratulations, Nick, and assistant coach, Chris Williams. Our Division II recipient is Leandro Miahic from Oklahoma Christian. The sophomore from Belleville, Argentina, won the Lone Star Conference Championship, finished second at the South Central West Regional, and won both of his matches in the 2024 NCAA Division II Championship. With 9 top 10 finishes and 7 top 5s, Miahic earned the Lone Star Conference Newcomer of the Year, First Team All-Conference, and Ping First Team All-America honors, while leading the Eagles to their 3rd straight NCAA Championship appearance. Leandro is joined today by his coach, David Lynn. From Division III, Jackson Klutznick from Emory. Klutznick is a 3-time Ping First Team All-America selection. A senior from Denver, Colorado, he recorded 9 top 15 finishes, and his 70 adjusted stroke average was the lowest in NCAA Division III. He broke multiple Emory records with his 11-stroke victory at the Gate City Invitational, including 8 birdies and a hole-in-one during his final round, 61. He will become just the 3rd NCAA Division III player to compete in the Arnold Palmer Cup this summer at La Hinge Golf Club. Joining Jackson here today is his father, John Klutznick, and assistant coach, Keenan Hickton. From the NAIA, Isaac Wallen. Isaac is from Kaiser and is the first Seahawk to win Sun Conference Golf of the Year awards multiple times. He recorded the lowest adjusted scoring average in NAIA with 69.9 and finished inside the top 10 nine times this season. A senior from Sweden, he won 4 of his 10 tournaments. He shot a school record 54-hole total of 199 to win the St. Leo Invitational. He is a 3-time Ping First Team All-America selection. And from the NJCA, Grant Griesel from Kirkwood. A sophomore from Marshalltown, Iowa, he won the NJCA Division II Championship by 5 strokes and led his team to a 2nd-place finish. He won 4 times this season and posted 5 additional top 3 finishes. He placed in the top 15 in all 3 of his tournaments this season. He's joined by his mother, Bianca Bennett, father, Lance Griesel, and girlfriend, Kendall C., and head coach, Darren Pines. Before we turn the podium over to Mr. Nicklaus, I'd like to take a moment to also thank Mr. Boosry for his sponsorship of college golf. And college golf is very appreciative of everything you do, not just for the men's college golf, but for women's college golf. Mr. Nicklaus?
Okay, Dustin. Figure out how to get out of here. Well, first of all, thank you very much. Julie, congratulations. And, I think it's great what you're doing and great you're doing. And even greater is to have a Neil sponsored for you. We're gonna run you out of money, you know that? Huh? No, but Workday has been fantastic. They've helped us with everything here. They're helping the girls, helping the guys. And, his commitment to the game of golf has been something that has been very, very special and very unique. And we thank you, Neil. Thank you. We love having the guys and the gals here. Now we've added the gals. We love having the guys here that have won the awards each year. And I hear some of the resumes and see some of the scores are shot at 67. 67. I was lucky to ever shoot a 67 in college. And, the scores that these guys shoot today and the way they do it. And I think they're going to finish up their college career when they do it. If they go to the tour, which I think most of them probably will, they're going to have a great background and a great future in front of them. I love seeing what's happened to college golf this year. The last couple of years, you see more college golf being shown on television. And I think that has been a great plus for the game. I think it's a great plus for not only for the game, but also for recruiting for you coaches. To see these kids being played on television and have them display their talents, it's something very special. So congratulations to all of you. I think we're going to get an individual presentation here, are we, Dustin? Yes. And you changed the order, don't you?
A little bit, yes.
That's all right. But anyway, we're going to present each one of the young men their trophy, and then we're going to have Jackson's. He's playing this year, but it's the first time we've had our winner have the ability to be here and play. So we wish him well this week. He only got about, it's not like beating 144. You only got about 72 to beat. So we got a smaller field for you. Anyway, we wish you all well, and let's move on with it, Dustin, and get these guys their award and let them. Jackson probably wants to get it. Have you played already today? All done? You're going to go play, aren't you? Yeah. You can get your out there. You're going to find out. You're going to find out that you got to throw that little soft shot in there you've been throwing in. And we were just talking. As you coming, Scott Tolley, who with me and so forth. Scott's a big Florida State guy, and of course, I went to Ohio State, and Jackson put those two teams away himself the last 2 days, last 2 rounds, in the NCAA. Anyway, congratulations, guys.
Our first trophy presentation, Jackson Koiven from Auburn.
Okay, Jackson. Where are we going? Oh, here we are. Here you go. I got a granddaughter that's going to Auburn next year.
Oh, nice.
She's on her in equestrian. You got to look her up. She's pretty cute.
Stand over here.
Sure, you can do whatever you want.
Photographer's over there.
Let me get rid of this thing. Where do you want us?
You want them right here?
Okay.
Let me get out from behind.
I had a grandson graduated from Auburn last year. And one going.
Really?
And his granddaughter going.
It's a great play.
Next, Leandro Mihich.
Come on around here, Andrew. There you go. Which way am I swinging? That way. Congratulations. Thank you.
Jackson Klutznick.
Thank you so much.
Come on in here. Got it? Sure. Congratulations.
Isaac Wallen.
Go this way. Ready? Thank you. Congratulations.
Grant Griesel.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Anything else you want me to do?
You want me to turn it over to the Q&A?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, so we're going to start our Q&A with giving each of the recipients a chance to ask Mr. Nicklaus a question.
Oh, you want me to stay up here then?
So, yeah.
Sure, that's fine. Go ahead. And how are we doing that?
Jackson Coiven, go ahead, you get you started.
You know, there's thousands and thousands of PGA Tour pros. What do you feel like separated you from the rest of them?
Well, the first thing you do is the same thing you're doing right now is you go win. And, you know, I go back to my college, and I played, we didn't play as freshmen, and I didn't play as a sophomore. I made the Walker Cup team, and my golf coach, you guys wouldn't do this today, but when I made the Walker Cup team, and the golf coach says, boy, are you going to have a great spring? I said, no. Kep was his name. I said, Kep, we're going to have a great team. He said, no. You're not going to spring this, or go to school this spring. You're going to go play golf. And so I went over and played. I played the Masters of North-South, British Amateur, Walker Cup matches, and then came back to school and played my last 2 years. And, you know, as I played in college, I was fortunate enough to won the National Amateur and won the almost won the U.S. Open twice, and won the U.S. Amateur again the second time. Well, you know, that's how you get to where you're going. Don't jump over the progression. In other words, you're saying, how do you win when you get to the tour? Well, you got to beat everybody you're getting to before you get there. So I never thought I was all that great a player until I made the Walker Cup team. And I said, I must be one of the 12 best amateurs to make the Walker Cup team. And then I won the U.S. Amateur later that year, and I was ranked number 1. I was 19 years old. You're 19, aren't you? And I said, I must be better than I think I am. But I didn't put myself in front of that, and I didn't jump up to the next level. I kept playing college golf. I played a lot of amateur tournaments. Played a lot of tour tournaments too, but as an amateur. And you know, I let my progression work up to grow into it. I wasn't ready at age 19 to go play the tour. You know, I might have made it eventually, but because I played enough golf that gave me a progression to get up there and grow, I got there. When I got there, I was ready to play. I won a whole $33.33 my first tournament. I tied for 50th in L.A. That was my first tournament. And then I can remember I won that. I won $540 my second, $440 in my third, $256 in my fourth, $250 in my fifth, and then I finished second in Phoenix and won $2,333, I think it was, for second place finish. Anyway, but that's, you know, that was the question you asked me. Yeah, I mean, don't get ahead of yourself. You know, you've had a great season, and, you know, you may be ready. You may want to play another 3 years of college. I don't know what you want to do. But you know, a little seasoning won't hurt you.
Right. Thank you.
And then neither would a college education, incidentally.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt?
Would there be anything you'd change in your pro career if you could go back and do it again?
I don't have any shots that I would go back. People have asked me that question. Is there anything that'd change? You know, what I did progression-wise and so forth, I was quite happy with what happened to me with that. But I don't have any shots but I have 2 shots that somebody else played. One Trevino and one Watson. They both chipped in and holes that kept me from winning majors. On the 17th hole, both of them. But anyway, when Trevino chipped in at Birkdale and Muirfield in 72, I would have held all 4 major championships at the same time. But he chipped in on 17, and then I ended up losing by 1. And then Watson chipped in at Pebble Beach. That was 82. Chipped in at Pebble Beach where they were congratulating me on the 18th green for winning my 5th U.S. Open, and all of a sudden this big roar went up at 17, and Watson is running across the green after chipping it in. So, you know, don't get too ahead of yourself again. But I was actually, you know, I always felt like every shot I played, I took responsibility for. It wasn't anybody else's fault. It was my fault if I played a bad shot or whatever it did. And also, it was my fault when I played a good one. So, did I play bad shots? Sure, I played a lot of bad shots. Everybody plays a lot of bad shots. But, you just sort of dust those right under the table and go play it and play your next ball. You got to go chase it after it. Anyway, it's your ball, right? And so I don't have any regrets of anything that happened. I was very fortunate that way.
So now I'm done in college, so I'm gonna turn pro in start of next year. Maybe these guys have some few years left in college, but what's your best advice for me to start my pro career?
Start your pro career? Yeah. Well, I don't know how they start pro careers today, but I know that they, you'll have to probably qualify someplace, and the PGA Tour is a pretty darn good place to start. They do a pretty good job. The one thing here in the United States, when we were from Sweden, here in the United States, which we were very blessed that the PGA Tour has supported junior golf, amateur golf, college golf, all the way through to where we feel like we have a little bit of indebtedness to the tour for that. And so when you're starting back out, and wherever you start, there's many layers that have been supported before you get there. So when you get out to qualify to make it, then you work your way up through it. And the progression they work up through today, I think, is pretty darn good. I mean, you'll qualify for wherever you qualified. If you qualify for the Korn Ferry Tour, or that's probably where you go first. But they give a good, easy progression of if you play well, you get rewarded, and you move on. I mean, if you look at these guys that are here this week, a lot of those guys wasn't very long ago they were playing that Korn Ferry Tour. So just be patient. I have a lot of guys. I just go back with a story with Roy McIlroy. You guys will enjoy this story. And Roy was 19 years old. He came to me, and I was down at the Bears Club. He was playing in the Honda tournament down there, and he said, I says, I can't finish. I was 19 years old. He said, I can't finish. He said, I haven't won in a year. He won in Dubai, and he hadn't won in a year. And he said, I can't seem to get finish. I said, Rory, I said, you're 19 years old. I said, be patient, be patient. I said, it'll happen. I said, remember when I was on tour, one of the officials told me, he says, Jack, he says, be patient. He says, if you don't, one of these days you won't shoot 37 the last 9 holes, you'll shoot 33, and you'll win the tournament. And he says, but that'll happen. So anyway, about 3 weeks later, Roy went on to play in Charlotte and shot 63 the last round and won by about 8 or 9 shots. And so I dropped him a note and I said, I told you to be patient, but this is ridiculous. And anyway, I got a kick out of that because that's what you do. You've got to be patient. And you'll qualify a certain place. There's some guys that haven't qualified as high as they'd like to qualify. But if you're a good player, you work at it, you'll work your way up.
What week was the most important for you in your entire career?
The what?
What week was the most important for you in your entire career?
Probably winning the U.S. Amateur when I was 19 years old. I came to the last hole. I had a 36-hole match. I was playing the defending champion, Charlie Coe. We were playing at the Broadmoor out in Colorado. And we were all tied at the end of 35 holes. And 36th hole, we both played 3-wood off the tee. He hit it on the back fringe, and I hit it in about 8 feet short of the hole. And he chipped it, the ball just rolled down, just stopped on the edge of the hole. I was quick to give him that putt, believe me. And I made the 8-footer. So then all of a sudden now I realized that in a big situation, and when it was important, I could make that putt. Because I did it. So that carried me into the next event. So when I got to the next time I had an opportunity like that, I knew, well, you've done it before. You know how to do it. Go do it. So in other words, it's again, it's the progression. It's being patient. It's again doing the things that you need to do to get you that next level. Just keep working. And you look back at some of the things that you did maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe the most important thing you've done in your life. Okay?
Thank you.
Mr. Nicklaus, you obviously had an incredible career of playing. I'm curious what your proudest or maybe favorite moment would be, kind of being on the outside, maybe someone else playing, what you would consider to be one of your personal favorite moments.
Well, my most personal famous moment is when I met her. The young lady sitting right there. Met her my first week in college. That set the tone of my career. I'm married. Not everybody gets the right partner, and I had somebody who loved me, cared for me, supported me, and that was really important. That was a big thing to me, and I don't know that anything that was any more important than that to me. And then, of course, obviously, we have 5 children. I have 24 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren. So we got a few mouths to feed at home. But it's all because of her. And I think that I give her a lot of credit for what I've won because, a golfer goes out on tour, and it's whether if you're not married, if you got your family, or that you get support, or your caddy, or whoever it might be, that's very important to you, because I don't mean this in a nasty way, but I remember when Tiger was single, and Tiger, and he got married, and they said, I said, well, how do you think that'll affect Tiger's career? I said, well, I think it'll only be a plus. I said, he's going to get tired of coming home and telling Butch Harmon. He says, hey, Butch, I want another one. He had somebody to share it with. And you want to share your career and enjoy the fruits of your work. Okay? You got any other questions you guys have? Got what you need? Somebody's got a guy that wants to get out and play golf, too. I can see that on his face. No, I know you are. Anyway, thank you all very much. Again, Anil, thank you. Julie, congratulations, thank you. And thank you, all of you. Appreciate it. And Dustin, how many years just you and I have been up here?
2007.
Just 17 years, huh? 18th time? He does a great job. Give Dustin a little... Thank you. Thank you all so much.